Hello everyone, this is Danielle Harper Scott, and for this week's presentation, I'm going to go over a public entity and a private organization with similar missions and go over the similarities and differences between the two. So just an overview of what I will be discussing today. First, I'm going to go over the private and the public sector that I will be using today. Second, I'm going to go over the similarities between the two. Then I will go over the differences. Then we'll take a look at why it matters. And lastly, we'll close off with my references. So the two organizations that I'm going to be comparing today is the City of Riverside and Habitat for Humanities. The City of Riverside is a municipal entity, and the Habitat for Humanities is a Christian-based nonprofit organization that builds affordable homes. Essentially, both organizations' mission is to provide a service that helps create a community and increase livability. So let's look at both of the entities or company's mission statement. So we have the City of Riverside. The City of Riverside is committed to providing a high quality municipal service to ensure a safe, inclusive, and livable community. And now looking at the Habitat for Humanities, so seeking to put God's love into action, Habitat for Humanity brings people together to build homes, communities, and hope. So you can see by looking at the two mission statements that um, both of the private and the public sector's um, mission is to create a community. So let's take a look at some of the similarities and differences between the Habitat for Humanity and the City of Riverside. First, both sectors are people serving. So both are providing a service to aid the people within the community. And then next, both the sectors strive to create a community that provides a service that allows individuals to reach their fullest potential or founded off of Maslow's motivation theory. So, for example, both sectors are essentially creating or providing services to help individuals meet their psychological needs. So, the Habitat for Humanity aims to create affordable housing or shelter that helps them meet their needs, their basic foods, basic water needs. And then we have the City of Riverside, who's providing services such as, water and electric to help individuals be able to have their basic needs. Then we move on to safety needs. So both sectors are creating a community where an individual can feel safe emotionally, financially, and their overall well-being. So we have the Habitat for Humanity creating affordable housing so that an individual is can be able to have a home and still be able to afford and feel safe financially. And then we have the City of Riverside, who provides services such as, the fire department, the police department, to help the communities feel safe, and also creating or providing affordable services to help them financially feel safe. Next, we have the love needs or the feeling of belonging. So, again, both sectors are trying to create a community to help people feel connected with one another. Additionally, we have the City of Riverside who creates or who has departments such as, arts and culture, such as neighborhood communities to help bring people together and create events to make everyone feel like this is more than just a city, it is a community. And same with Habitat for Humanity. They have volunteer work to help people feel, a sense that they are helping the community and involved in the process. Next, we have the esteem needs, making sure that people are feeling good about themselves and confident. Both sectors are aiming to make everyone in the community to reach their achievements. For example, the Habitat for Humanity builds affordable homes so that one can reach the achievements such as home ownership. So, by providing those services, both the City of Riverside and Habitat for Humanity, um, they can help individuals reach the last and final need is the need for self actualization. So, that's when an individual can achieve self acceptance and self purpose. So, that's pretty much how the two organizations are similar. So let's discuss the differences between the two. So the first obvious difference between the two sectors is one is providing a public sector or public service, and the other is providing a private service. Secondly, the foundation between the two. So um, the Habitat for Humanity is based off of Christian principles, whereas the city of Riverside is more secular. So we see that the city of Riverside is more secular based off of the First Amendment, or what we can say the separation between the church and the states, or church and the government. So we see some principles that can reflect Christian core values. However, the government must remain secular in a sense. Then we can see a difference between the manager characteristics. So, looking at Weber's 6 characteristics of management, we can see that Weber believed that managers should maintain more of an impersonal relationship with their employees. Looking at Habitat for Humanities, they are more of creating those relationships and those bonds between um, all members of the organization, including managers and employees. Whereas when you look at some of the government entities, you can see more of a separation between the two, more of a fine line between management and employees. I would say that the Habitat for Humanity more reflects Mary Parker Follett's reciprocal relationship type of um, employee manager relationship. Um, where everyone is responsible for integrating within the organization. So no matter where your rank is, whether you're a manager, whether you're so now looking at does it matter? Does it matter that there are differences and similarities between the public and the private sector? And I would say yes, it does matter. So there, although public sector and the private sectors ultimately can be providing similar services or similar missions. There is a difference between how both of them are ran. For instance, going back to what I was discussing with the differences between the public and the private sector of religion. So, public sectors should be based more secular. There should be the separation between religion and the government because there is, you know, a wide mix of different religions, different backgrounds, and different people. So, not everyone is going to identify as Christian, or not everyone is going to identify as Catholic. And for a government entity to impose, one religion on and create a government entity based off of one religion wouldn't be necessarily fair to all. Whereas a private sector does have more of a flexibility to create a Christian based or Catholic based um, organization because it's ran by, people, and they can have the opportunity to base their business off of those types of